Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up? Oh, LP, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 18th month. Thank you for your subscription. And Just Drexen, welcome you as well. Big soup cheer for you. How is everyone tonight? Psycho Magi and Zelda Sackbot and Rorik's Venture for the 3rd month. Welcome back. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Grammatical Firebread, Mr. Gitmo, King of Carrot Flowers, Thomas, Top Hut, Wolf, Boss Tourist, Frank, Hydra, Crazy Man, JP the Pirate. How is everyone doing tonight? We're going to have some fun tonight. We are standarding. Not only we are standarding, oh man, Arena did something. Oh, they're so expensive, but something I've wanted for a long time. I don't know if they'll show up now because I bought them, but they put Old Borderlands on Arena, so I was ridiculously expensive. I mean, I'm okay with cosmetics being expensive. I would rather have cosmetics be expensive than to have actual cards people need be expensive. But it was $20, I think, for one card style of each basic land. And there were 3 different sets of the promo lands. So it was worth it. But it was $60 to get 15 card styles, which, a little expensive. When do you play the red stack? I haven't got it to work yet is the problem. I've been messing with it and trying to make it work, but I haven't been able to make, the idea is funny, the idea is sweet, but I just haven't been able to actually get it to a point where it's doing what I want it to be doing, so we haven't actually played it yet because of that, but it's hopefully someday, hopefully we'll get there. Hey, what's up, Samuel, how are you? Considering spreading the coin I've stayed up for the Kaldheim packs for one side of the land, I mean, I love Old Borderlands, so for me it was worth it, although, I mean, I don't know. Cosmetics are very subjective, so whatever you like is perfectly sweet. But I just love Old Border, and I will play all Old Border, and they look pretty good, I will say. I feel like, I mean, these are some of the better promo basics you get anyway, so I feel like they were good selections for the first Old Borderlands. We still need White Border. We need White Border for trolling purposes. That's probably when Mono Red Prison will work. Once we have White Border basics, then we will start winning with it. But, tonight, the plan, yeah, it is $20 for the card styles. Sandu Bears handing out a gift sub to Vetero. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Do you feel like the new Mulligan rule changed the way the band bracket was played? Not significantly. I know I didn't really consider it too much. I probably actually should have considered it more with my Mulligan decisions. So it probably should have influenced it more than it actually did, because I didn't actually seriously consider it when we were playing. So, but it could, it does have an impact. I don't think it's going to be oh, this deck goes from 0 to 60, but I do think. I think the bigger impact would be playing those decks in actual standard format. I think you would build the deck slightly differently. Maybe you put in more lands, maybe some of the card choices are differently, but because we're just playing the actual historical list, I think it also has less of an impact for that reason, because it's not like we can build our decks to really take advantage of it when you could now. I think, the energy decks, Temur Energy, I think would play more lands, because that deck played 20 lands and 4 Tuned with Ethers. I think in a world of London Mulligans, I think you probably want 23-ish lands plus the Tuned with Ethers, and then you can always, if you get flooded, whatever, you can mulligan and put lands to the bottom. So I feel like it would change the deck building more than actual gameplay. Samuel Edio gift subs to Biox, Not Societies, Safety Spud, Dubzas, and Magic Mungoses. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Quick question for the last man bracket: are you having a match for second and third place? I don't know, should we? Do you want to see a match for second or third place? We theoretically could. I've been going back and forth on it. But anyway, tonight, we're starting with this sweet-looking, well, at least interesting-looking, Gruul Luca tokens deck from the Arena deck list up. This deck, the idea of it's fun. I think the idea is really sweet. I have no idea if it's good. It's got only 12 real lands and then 12 MDFC lands. Is that going to be enough? Is 4 Satyr Cuttings actually good? But the idea of the deck's really cute. The idea of the deck, it's going to be sweet if it goes off. The band bracket has one more stream to go. We are down to the top 4. Civic Food versus Oh boy, I should pull up the bracket. Civic Food, Team of Reclamation. Who are we missing? What am I missing? Who else is in the top four? I should be remembering this. Yeah, maybe we'll do the second, third place mass. Oh, we have the bracket right here, thanks to Feather Hall. So the finals. Civic Food Luca fires Teamer Rec Golos Field. So that's the semis, the top four. The two winners will play in the finals. Maybe the two losers play for like the runner-up match. But anyway, that is next Tuesday, finishing out the band bracket. And then I think we're going to have a spoiler season for Commander Legends. But people like the idea of the bracket thing, so I think we're going to do another one in the future. I don't know what exactly, but I believe we will. I'd love to make an account name I Love Anchovies. Donate for Seth to read aloud. People have already beat you to that. I've gotten a few donations from Anchovies. So anyway, tonight we're starting with this deck, and the thing that's sweet about this deck, we're playing tokens. We're trying to Luca them either into Terror of the Peaks or into Nyx Plume Agent. If we can get down a Nyx Plume Agent along with a Terror of the Peaks, we can do some really funny things like Perforos's Intervention to make a token that's big enough to actually kill our opponent with Terror of the Peaks for 20 damage. Like, just weird little synergies. I have no idea if it's going to work. So that's deck number one. Gruul, Luca, Planeswalker tokens. Also on the docket, potentially, we still have Mardu Doom that we haven't gotten to yet. That was our backup deck last time, so we might Mardu Doom. We also have this Abzan MDFC deck that's been on our list forever and we haven't gotten to, so maybe we'll do some Abzan mid-ranging. And then other Dark Horse candidates. If we want to go janky, there's like this historic Tron deck that I think is bad, but I'm still trying to work out, and I think, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but I think maybe, I don't know, with some tuning, maybe it could get there, but it's a Forsaken Monument, mono colorless, Planeswalker. It's Tron. It's Tron in Historic, essentially, with Forsaken Monument turning all of our lands into Tron lands. So that's also on the list. This stack deck, I want it to be good so bad. This is the deck I want to work most, because I think the deck would be really sweet. We have a new donation from... I really want this deck to work. I just can't get it to work. From Booster Therapy, hoping for a big opponent scoops it up after game number one. Well, Booster Therapy, me too. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. This deck would just be so funny if it worked, because, like, the idea is we're just trying to, like, play... It's inspired by, like, Torbred Commander decks. If you've ever seen, like, high-powered Torbred Commander decks, it's mostly, like, Torbrand and then, like, Mana Barbs and random enchantments that just, like, deal a damage when you do something. So what we're trying to do is play Torbrands and play Fire Emancipations, and then we have, like, Roiling Vortex that's pinging for 3 or maybe 5 each turn when it's getting doubled and tripled up. We have Valak Exploration, drawing his cards, pinging for a bunch each turn. We have Chandra pinging for a bunch each turn. We have Rashtar pinging for a bunch each turn. So that's ideas, like, we just want to stack up these pieces and be like, hey, ping you for a bunch until you die. It's harder to make work than it looks, though. But it's still on my list if we can get it figured out at some point. Vulgarismer, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Hey, thank you, Iloris. Yeah, we're playing Standard tonight, indeed. Magic, Mega Magic Mark. Yes, I did. I definitely got it, and I'm definitely planning on responding to it. I was trying to, like, actually think it through. When you get an email that's like, hey, look at my deck, those are easy. Just be like, oh, yeah, like, add a thought seize. That's pretty simple. So I was trying to figure out exactly what to say. But yes, I did Mega Magic Mark, and it is on my list. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how to respond and what to say. So I appreciate it, though, very much. Mardu, yeah, that would be a good name for Mardu. Anyway, let's do our reminders. Replay YouTube, there's where you find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up on there. Yesterday's Band Tribal Against Odds, pretty sweet. Today, there was some crib action, a Fishbowl deck. Tomorrow, there's Commander Clash. There's a modern Much Brew going up tomorrow as well. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And maybe I guess some Magic cards. Maybe you need Zendikar Rising. Maybe you need Commander Legends coming soon. You get them over at cardkingdom.com. shop, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. We have another donation. Wow, so many donations all night already. Leo, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com is the best way to send me a deck. You can also tweet them to me, and you can also put them in Twitch chat, but those sometimes like get lost or don't get seen. Sardines, here's $2 to put sleeves on your deck. All right, Sardines. All right, what sleeve do you want, Sardine? This is on you. It's on you. You gave me the donation. I appreciate it very much. So you get to pick, and then we're going to play Magic. Sardines, let me know. Here are the options. The deck is Gruul. I don't know if that plays into your decisions. The ones that are ghosted out, I don't actually have. So let me know what you want, and then we will Magic. My 6-year-old just walked in and said, "Is that the man who doesn't need to breathe?" I mean, sometimes it feels like that. Oh my goodness. My brother has 2 kids. My little niece and nephew. The older one, my nephew, is like, oh geez, I should probably know this. I'm gonna say 6. Let's go with 6. And then my little niece is like 3. So they're pretty little. And oh, this cracked me up so much. And my little niece, they have a pet hamster, which she accidentally killed by feeding it glitter. So the pet hamster dies, and they do like this little funeral service, and it's like a very like somber moment. They're burying the hamster, and my brother is like, "Hey kids, you know, sooner or later you're gonna be doing this to mommy and daddy." It's like, oh. That's like, I don't know if that's like good parenting because you're preparing your kids for the inevitable, or just like the worst thing to say to like your 6-year-old and 3-year-old as you're burying their glitter poisoned fat hamster. Anyway, do we got sleeves? Did we end up with sleeves so we can play Magic? I don't know why I thought of that. Flibbleflip, I see it. I got you, Sardines. Thank you for another $2 donation. All right, Flibbleflip, sleeves are selected. So this deck, we went over it pretty quick. Make tokens, Luca into Terror of the Peaks and Nyx Bloom. Maybe kill you with Perforos's Intervention, other shenanigans, lots of MDF seeds. Let's give it a go. I'm very skeptical. Do any of you look at at the deck lists that Wizards post, like the deck list dumps from Arena? How legitimate do you think those are? Like, I'm always a little skeptical because they rarely contain top tier decks that you would expect to go 5-0 or 6-0. But then they always contain, like, some of their best of 3 decks don't have sideboards. Other of them just have really weird choices. And I'm always like, is something going wrong with this system? Did someone actually go 6 wins in a row at Platinum or better with these decks? Is the system like broken? Like, what is going on with those lists? I mean, obviously Wizards wants to make the meta look diverse. That makes sense, but I don't know. Like, do you think the decks? My question is, did the decks actually go 6-0? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I know that it's not. Oh boy, that is the most expensive hand I've ever seen. Okay, we're gonna mulligan that. So I know that it's not supposed to represent every deck. Like, I've come to realize that for sure. Like, there's no way this is supposed to be every deck that actually performed well. On the other hand, do you think the decks that they do show actually got 6 wins in a row? Like, that's my question. Or do you think somehow there's a bug with the system? They seem to be random selection decks comprised of X or more Y cards. I mean, it does kind of feel like that sometimes, where it's like more just random than anything. Well, let's get the Satyrs going. I mean, I guess that's also true. If you play long enough, you will eventually run into opponents who will just scoop 5 times in a row or 6 times in a row, and that's, you got them, I guess. Did I miss a sub? I hope not, but it's possible. I will double check. Well, let's cultivate Forest and Forest. Will it be fast enough, though? Will this Satyr save us? Our opponent is going super aggro beatdown. Even if we get a Terror of the Peaks, we might be dead. Ooh, Atheist! Welcome to the Fishbowl. My apologies, Atheist, for Castelli. I think I nailed it. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Boomer lands are the best lands, though. Like, these lands are so sweet. Down to 9. Yeah, I guess we're getting beaten down by last week's Bunch of Magic deck, so. Or a version. Wow. Okay, that's game. Yeah. Sure. Well, so far, so bad. That wasn't even a little close for our deck. I guess we lost to die roll and mulligan, but you actually gotta buy the lands in the store, and they are semi. Wow, this sideboard. Scale the Heights. Why? This is one of the 5-0 lists, or 6-0 lists, that I'm just trying to figure out how it happens. How do such things happen? Alright, so, we'll bring in some removal. We'll go down these Satyr's Cunnings, which I think are pretty not good, and I guess we run it. Boy, this curve's so high. Run it like that. I got Atheist 4. That's pretty good. Castile? Castile. Is it like a French thing? Hey, what's up, Alephra? How are you? Well, okay. Hopefully we draw lands. But first Iron in games would be good. And that would hopefully draw us cards to get us to... Oh, no. Well, alright, here comes the Franz. So Arena has started, or Wizards has started publishing lists that, oh, we really need a land here. Okay, that works. We really need the land, but we did get one, so we got hope. Let's cultivate. Forest Mountain. So Wizards has started publishing what they said are lists that went 6-0 at Platinum or better on Magic Arena. And they're just very weird. Like, the lists that show up, it's not even like, oh, that's a cool rogue brew. Some of them are, but a lot of them are like, how in the world did this actually get 6 wins in a row? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty happy they finally put these lands on. All right, opponent going to fight. Well, I think it's Luca time. So land, Luca. So we know we're getting Nyx Bloom or Terror of the Peaks. Either one's decent. All right, so it's a Terror of the Peaks. That's decent. Decent. Is it that different from a infamous small Japanese tournament? I think the decks that are published from Arena are jankier looking than most infamous small Japanese tournament decks. I want to see you stream Banned Modern Tribal with the changes you thought would help. I think that... Alright, sure. I think that if we added, like, a little bit of interaction to that deck, it would just be, like, a legit contender in Modern. Like, a deck that you could 5-0 a league with or something. That actually seems very possible to me. Yeah, the word ambush kind of implies instant speed, doesn't it? It's hard to... Jeez. Alright. Opponent. Well, let's Vivian make a beast with vigilance. Valakut Awakening. We're getting towards where we want to be. Yeah, so if we do another bracket, what's your number one pick? Merit Series, if you try hard enough, you can at least 5-0 at least one league with basically anything. I think that's somewhat true. I think, like, there's probably over 100 for sure decks, and maybe way more than that. They could actually 5-0 if you're just persistent. And I guess in theory, if you're like, I will play 2 leagues a day for a year, you could probably get there with very close to anything, because sooner or later you're gonna like hit your perfect matchups. You're gonna hit 3 opponents that mulligan to 4 and just like get a freebie. So I think that's kind of true. Keza Turtle, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I think it's definitely true if you're playing decks that are like at least semi-competitive. Like if you just pile together, I don't know, if you took a random limited deck and played it in a modern league, I kind of doubt that you would ever get the 5-0. Maybe I'm wrong, and you would still get the perfect scenario eventually, but I kind of think that you probably wouldn't. All right, let's keep making dorks. Pass the turn. Looking for ways to get started on Moto. Is there a way to make a solitaire room to get used to the controls? Yes. If you load a game, there's actually in the settings, as you go to make the game, you can actually choose just one player rather than 2 players, and then you can do all the controls and all that stuff. So what bracket would you like to see most? The ones I first suggested the most would be standard, sort of again, but with older decks like Callblade and Necro and things like that, or like Tolarian Academy. Modern band decks against the odds. I think those are the 3 that I've heard the most. Like expanded standard, modern, or against the odds brackets. Modern would definitely be interesting. Let's double block. If there's a blowout, there's a blowout. I think we're actually in okay shape here. Like, Vivian's going off. It's kind of a weird Vivian deck. All Vivian does is really make tokens. I guess if we get to hardcast and Nyx Bloom, the negative is relevant, but... Ooh, Abandoned Legacy would be interesting. I feel like it gets... Hey, what's up, Average Fox? I feel like against odds has to happen eventually. Like, I feel like sooner or later, we gotta do it against... Alright, opponent fights... sure. How do we do this? Tear the Peaks. Vivian. Beast. Kill Luminarch Aspirant. And... pass the turd. I used to have on this deck with Scoo Swarm. It broke the meta. Here's the list. Ooh, let me see Shadow Raider. Yeah, Scoo Swarm is still one of my favorite Zendikar Rising cards. For sure. Where do you find the Rita deck lists? We have them on Goldfish, but I believe the site is magic.gg. Vivian's Loyalty is... Oh, my face is in the way, isn't it? Let me minimize my giant face. It is 5. I guess, all right. I guess we got to deal with it. That is awkward, but all right, or refuse. But yeah, Vivian's at 5. I don't know. Oh, I guess it's because the Saga is why it's in the way. I think we just let this go. Vivian dies. If they have another fight spell, I'm going to be disappointed. I really want to draw the two card. Okay, Storm Chapeler, sure. Well, let's draw a couple cards. Play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that is kind of cute. All right. So we will make a 8-powered token. It'll kill Stone Coil Serpent. We will smash you. That is a sweet synergy. That's a super sweet synergy. Yeah, I think they just added Old Border, the Euro promos today. You do have to buy them from the store; they're pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it. Do you hear the changes of Wizards for events? I'm from Switzerland. LGS could have paying customers inside the store with masks, but they won't count as sanctioned play. We do have it through Cam spell table from our houses. Then we get promo packs. Very strange. So I saw that they were canceling in-person play until January, but I didn't actually read the details of the announcement. I want an ATO deck. I mean, it's just a weird time. It's a really weird time. I think, I mean, I don't know how it is in other places. I know here COVID cases are going up again. So it makes sense from a US centric, wow, so much removal. From a US perspective, it makes a lot of sense to me that we would not have in-person tournaments. But I don't know how it is in Europe right now. I haven't been keeping up on it as much as I used to. Canonic, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Oh, let's bloom it. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next bloom, your face. And then friends. Friends, right? Got him? Oh. Do you think the Bills can get back on track this week? If they don't, I don't even know. It's the Jets. The Jets are amazingly bad. Like, the Jets might not win a game this entire season. So if the Bills don't get back on track this week, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. So I hope so. I really hope so. Are we going to see Cherix as against odds? I believe the Cherix is winning this week's against odds poll. I have no idea what to do with Cherix. Like, what? Is there anything cool you can think of to do with Cherix? So Cherix is the big crab. I've been thinking about it. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, Cherix the Raging Isle. So Cherix the Raging Isle, it's a tough one. So this is our Guess Odds card for the week. The question is, like, oh, I hate this, where that ad is when we do this. The question is, like, what do we do with Cherix? How do we make Cherix do something cool? So, by itself, Cherix can be a big beater. Like, if you play a lot of islands, you can pump it a bunch of times. There's no toughness matters cards. I guess, like, Crab Tribal with the mill crab, but then, I don't know. That would kind of just be a mill deck. I don't know what Cherix does in that deck other than block. The power toughness, I don't think there's any power toughness exchanging spells in Standard. There's no like Quatley or Assault Formation deal damage equal to your toughness effects in Standard. So it's actually kind of tricky. Like Blue Devotion, maybe? Yeah, I guess that's the other thing, is maybe you have to expand it to Historic. I think initially the idea was to do it in Standard, but if there's really just nothing to do with it in Standard, then maybe we go to Historic and we do some sort of like Bant Toughness deck. And a deck like that, also, does anyone know if there's a card in all of Magic that's like Fling but for toughness? Is that a thing that exists in Magic? I tried to look it up, and I don't think I could find one, but I don't know if I was missing it. Yeah, I didn't know if it was, like, worded in some slightly weird way where wow, it's so many First Heroine games. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. First Heroine games, I usually have bad experiences with it, where we never get to draw the cards, and the token dies, and we can't put counters on anything, but maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe this is time for First Heroine games to shine. We could also just get rid of First Heroine games and everything else. Is that better? Maybe we just put them all to the bottom and draw a card. That might be the smartest plan. Bottom, 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 bottom. All right, let's get rid of them. I feel they have so many fight spells. I feel like they're just gonna fight it, and we're not gonna get any value out of any of our stuff. So 1, 2. We'll keep Luca. I guess we'll keep the land. We do want the land. So 4 to the bottom. I don't know if that was an upgrade or not. Ranger Man, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big shoot for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Land for our opponent. They gotta have a handful of fight spells. Stone Coil grows. The Serpent hits us. Well, Soul Sear the Serpent. Play a pathway on red. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Cable Darren? How are you? Good to see you. Cherix plus Bush Meat Poacher, but wait, Bush Meat Poacher? I'm gonna have to look that up. Is that something that? Oh, that's a good one. Is that something that actually cares about toughness? Bush Meat Poacher. Sack another creature, gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Ooh, that does say toughness. Wow, that's super janky. But technically, sack it, veto 17. That's not bad. That's the best I've heard for standard, actually. Yeah, I'll mention the Discord thing to Crib. I assume that he'll figure it out because usually he doesn't have an issue with it. Huh. I'll play the land. Kill. Ugh. All right, let's kill the Luminarch Aspirant. All right, kill it, hopefully. Please, die. And dead. Well, the green-white counter deck's really good. I mean, we played a budget version of it and just crushed people, so I'm not surprised that we are getting crushed by it. And that looks like game. We can kill one thing, but then yeah? Well, so far as actually being competitive, not so much for this deck. But only one game, there's still time. There's time for it to recover. Whew. That was that did not feel very competitive, though. I think part of the fun of playing these decks is trying to figure out how someone went 6 wins in a row with them. Charlix versus Zilorith. Is that that's the Godzilla one that never got an actual Magic version? Lethal damage dealt by creatures you control is determined. Lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. Wait, wouldn't that mean that 0 damage would kill 0 damage would kill Cherix? Isn't it the opposite of a combo? Do I think the standard is in a good place at the moment? I do. I think it's in the best place it's been in a long time. Okay. We got magic cards, sort of. Up against Yarion. This might be tough. What do you think of this for Legacy? Ooh, let me see, Thingin. Solid footing. Well, to the bottom. Tapped, I mean. Not to the bottom. Solid footing. As long as enchanted creature has vigilance, it assigns damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So we have to get Cherix, we have to put solid footing on it, and we have to give it vigilance. All right. We're getting there. We're making progress. We're definitely making progress towards something. That's actually a way to take advantage of it. Have I played much Pioneer lately? I have not. Modern is good, and now Standard is also good. So I have not managed to find the time to do much pioneering. Well, let's play first heroic games. Maybe this is the time that it actually draws cards. The old border. We finally have old border on Arena. Cherix and 5-color islands matter in Modern. That could be a fun way to go about it, because you do want a lot of islands on the battlefield. Red Black Death. Ooh. I think that looks like a sweet idea. Dash Shadow has shown some legacy potential. Not sure about Wayward Guide Beast. I have still not really ever seen Wayward Guide Beast be good. I even tried to make it good. So that one, I don't know about that card in specific, but I like the idea of the deck. I think the idea of the deck is solid, and it could be pretty reasonable. I'm old to Magic, but new to Arena. What format is this right now? This is just Standard. Normal old Standard. That's true, Cocos. I mean, I think that's... Solid footing is the closest I've seen to a way in Standard to make Cherix relevant. So maybe like Cherix auras? Like Bant Cherix auras? That could work. I can see that. Ketchup on pizza? No. Is that a thing? Has someone actually done that? That sounds absolutely disgusting to me. I like ketchup and I like pizza, but putting them together does not sound delicious to me. Well, let's cultivate. Forest and forest. And beat you down. We really would love this token to live, please, so we get value out of this first heroic games. I'm sure we're not going to. It never happens. First heroic games looks like it should be good, but it never is. Oh, when you read it, you're like, oh, that could be a good card. But boy, it is just, yeah, all right. There's the blowout. Sure. Opponent hits us. Down 18. Well, in that case, we will... Well, I guess play Terror of the Peaks. Play a land past the turn. Hey, see ya, Generator. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. My 5-year-old niece loves ketchup on her pizza. It sounds really gross to me. I made a Wayward Guide Beast good, got popular on Reddit, and even a pro player tried it out. Let me see, Colonel Fogfoot. Ooh. Okay. I can see that. With just all the 1-drops in Abash. If there was ever a deck that would make it good, I could see that. I was actually like excited for the possibility of playing it with Landfall, and I could not even make it work in Landfall. This deck doesn't work in Best of 3. I mean, this deck, according to Wizards, went 6-0 in Best of 3 at Platinum Breaker better. That is Wizards' claim with this deck. So we'll see. According to Wizards, that's what happened. Glasspool Mimic on Baron. Oh no, on Charming Prince to Blink Baron. That makes more sense. This deck, this is the deck that seems like would be fun to play, but ugh. It also, I don't know. What's the general feeling about Yarion at this point? Like, is Yarion cool and fun, or is Yarion miserable and everyone hates it? Phone it bounces, Terror of the Peaks. Well, we will cultivate Forest Mountain. Put a forest into play. Fungal Rebirth. Get back first or Owen games. Try it again. Maybe if we just keep trying, sooner or later, it'll work. Pass the turn. You just gotta try harder. That's the solution to first row in games. Yeah, the old Borderlands look really good. Super sweet edition. I can't believe anyone would even try ketchup on pizza. Like, the whole idea of that just kind of blows my mind. The old school lands would look great, but the arena symbol takes a big crap on the aesthetic. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that. It doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Should have attacked to upgrade the Satyr? Just, like, suicide it into the Charming Princess? Alright, so opponent, boy, once they Yarion, it's going to be real bad. These are Euro promos in paper. Yeah. Satyrs aren't good at blocking. I'll play Terror of the Peaks. Play Forbidden Friendship. Ping down the Baron. We have a nice. yeah, we're doing it, opponent. Wait, we got you now. Pass the turn, I guess. I guess we could kill a. Yeah, let's just pass. Maybe we get the Jacob out token trample win. Tater Magic! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Ketchup. Oh, no! It keeps getting worse. Boat it. Gonna get in with the Solemn. Really? Charming Prince? Alright. So what do we need to draw Luca. All of our good cards are dying, unfortunately. I mean, that's kind of what Yarion decks do. Ketchup chips? So they're just ketchup flavored chips? Oh, I had a Canadian question. I've been meaning to ask Tomer this, but I keep forgetting. So, Shatterskull Smashing. That's not exactly what we were hoping for. First row in games. Satyr's cutting. Look out. Get those 1/1s. And, yeah, kill a thing? I mean, we got 1/1s for days. So the question, my Canadian question. So on Trailer Park Boys, they're super like obsessed with pepperoni. Is pepperoni the same in Canada as it is in the US? Because when I think of pepperoni, I think of like something you put on pizza. Like pepperoni at least that I know, isn't normally like a meal that people eat. But they're all about the pepperoni. And then are Canadians like obsessed with pepperoni or something? Or is that just like a like a joke on Trailer Park Boys? Is there some like cultural thing where Canadians just really love their pepperoni? Unseen Spectre, 4 years. That's ridiculous. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mono Red is probably the best budget deck again because it can beat rogues by running 4 Oxen. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Oxen are good, or the Phoenix is also pretty good in the same, on the same theory that you can get it milled and then escape into play. Canadians call pepperoni American bacon. Interesting. Are we getting Yarion? We just don't have anything going on. Alright, we might be... We'll see. We'll see. Yarion. Sure. So opponent ramps, draws, exiles, and does it again next turn? And they have another Yarion for the next turn. All right, we're well, we won't scoop. We won't scoop. I think we're done though. In Germany, we put all kinds of sliced meat onto bread. Like so I know like salami and stuff. That's like an Italian thing, right? Salami is pretty gross. I don't know, pepperoni's good. Salami, I don't know about that. I hate the new Lance kids today, but I looked at your mama and had no clue you had maybe an advantage. I'm very confused. My brain does not comprehend those words. Boy, Satyr's Cunning's just not a good Magic card, is it? Well, alright. So if we cast this... Oh, they have silly... Yarion's pretty good. Well, kill the Yarion. I think it's so close to concession time. What is our chance of winning? Like, is there? I don't think there is one. All right, we're gonna go game 2. We might be moving on to deck 2. I don't know. I might have to send Wizards an email or something. I am like just genuinely confused over the deck list they publish. I just really have not. I have not figured out. I have not figured out what they mean. You can get the lands in the store. Capricola. That's how I would say it, Capricola, but that's probably not exactly right. Great Dadex! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Modern Dice Factory is definitely a cool ad. Yeah, the old Wonderland's super sweet, Ronald. Since Angel of Destiny is not making it against odds, will there be a stream with Angel? I'm sure we will play Angel at some point, and it could show up on another against odds poll. Just because you lose once doesn't mean that you're done forever. Although, I've talked before about Angel, like, the hard part, I mentioned it before, is just like figuring out how to make a cool Angel deck. That's been the hard part. Like, Angel itself is a cool card, but the shells that I've found to put it in haven't been the most, like, intriguing to me. They've mostly been life gain shells. So, donations do go to me. A lot of other stuff goes to Goldfish, like subs and whatnot. It's just all part of the Goldfish family, but yeah, subs in specific, or donations in specific, do go to me personally. And I do always appreciate them. The best meat on pizza is Parma Periscotto? I've never even heard of that. Is your whole kitchen just full of cow fluid and dry boxes of cereal? Is that all you eat? No, I eat other stuff on occasion. That's not the only thing I eat. Like, occasionally there's some macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese involved. Blueberries. I like blueberries. Sandwich, like a ham sandwich. That's pretty good. Anchovy pizza. I did that once. Never again. Have you seen the double-faced cards with gingerbread sleeves? No. What are double-faced cards with gingerbread sleeves? Opponent has a wrath. Well, Vivian's not the worst follow-up, honestly. Vivian. Make a beast. Forest. Go. Okay. I mean, maybe we just haven't dropped Planeswalkers. Next deck on the roster. That's a good question. Mardu, probably Mardu Doom or the Abzan MDFC mid-rangey deck. Either that or if you like really want janky historic. I mean, the other options would be historic Trod or the mono red stacks deck, which just I will tell you going into it, I haven't been able to make it work yet. Like, it can come close, but it's not really to a point where we're gonna like win consistently. But the idea of I think the idea is cool. Well, Vivian, Beast, Reach. I call, and Decoria answers. Go to combat, attack you. Opponent blocks and draws a card. Sure. Pathway, red, go. All right. Yeah, we talk a lot about food, don't we? I guess it's probably because they have weird eating habits, I guess, compared to most people. Have you built Unpredictable Cyclone? Unpredictable Cyclone was our first against odds deck from Ikoria, actually. So we have played it, but it's been a bit. That was a little while ago now. If you ever get to Indy after COVID blows over, you'll show me some good food. Ooh. All right. I'll have to make a point of it to check out the good Indy food. What is Indy associated with? Is there something like New York pizza, buffalo wings? Does Indy have a thing? I did Tautos. I tried all of the stuff. Some of it was actually pretty good. It was. Some of it not quite as good, but some of it was actually pretty good. I definitely did miss Vegas this year. It would have been fun to be able to do that again. Well, go to combat. Hopefully, I wonder if there's any chance it'll be back for next year. Like, do you think there's any way that we're actually going to be back to doing GPs, Magic Fests by next summer? Utah's thing is funeral potatoes? Wait, funeral potatoes. What is a funeral potato? I'm curious because where I live in, or grew up actually, I guess, in upstate New York, is known for its potatoes too. I didn't realize this, but salt potatoes are a like central New York thing. Is that something? Do you have salt potatoes where in other places? Is that like a thing? Or is that just something we do here? It's just like small whole potatoes with butter and salt. It's something you'd have like at a barbecue or like a picnic or something. Like something like that. Okay, salt potatoes are a New York thing. I knew they were from Syracuse, but I didn't know if they're kind of like bite-sized potatoes. Smaller than a typical potato. No, just salt, not a salt. Although, Growing up, sometimes we'd throw potatoes at each other. And I guess those were kind of assault potatoes, but no, salt potatoes. Well, oog in your face. Turn timber symbiosis. This. I don't know if I believe you, wizards. I really don't. I do not know if I believe this. I do not know if I believe the 6-0. I'm starting to think we might have been duped. All right, opponent down to 9. Crab bisque. Well, what weird thing is your hometown or where you live associated with? Yeah, well, we're gonna finish out this match for sure, but we'll probably switch quicker than normal tonight because I think this deck someone actually had that theory that they accidentally, when they were programming the deck list. Oh, Donair. Okay. No, Featherall. Oh, timeout. We'll go back to the rest of you. What is a Donair? I've been rewatching Trailer Park Boys recently. That was another thing I was wondering. I've been meaning to Google it, but I haven't actually Googled it. But that's something that always comes up in Trailer Park Boys too. They're like, oh, we got to stop and get some Donairs first or whatever. Like, what is Donairs? I thought it was like a Canadian fast food restaurant. The way they talked about it, I assumed it was like Canadian McDonald's or something. That was my guess. Uh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, peripheral scissor wrench is sweet. Big ol' hasty token? I've never seen this token before tonight. That is a ferocious elemental. Oh, I see. Canada's McDonald's is Harvey's. And probably actual McDonald's, because McDonald's is everywhere, right? I know Tim Hortons. That's a Canadian thing. All right, so back to what is your location famous for? Where I grew up, I told you, is potatoes. The muckland. It's like a marsh. It's like very wet, marshy land, and it was all about potatoes to the point where we would have festivals for them. I think that's what the town that I grew up in was most known for. Potatoes. Pretty boring thing to be known for, honestly. I grew up in LA. The only thing they're known for is street hot dog carts after concerts and sport games. Okay, I didn't see that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Tim Hortons is like Dunkin' Donuts, like Canadian Dunkin' Donuts, if you're a East Coaster. Yeah, Tim Hortons is very much like Dunkin' Donuts. My area is famous for oil and George W. Bush. Okay, Texas. Louisiana. So what good food does Louisiana have? Strawberry. Ooh, see, that's a good one. If I grew up in a place that was known for strawberries, that would be awesome. Potatoes, though. Who cares about potatoes? Prairie oysters. Are those yeah, the bull's testicles? When I was first in Colorado, someone tried to trick me into eating them by calling them prairie. I figured it out in time, thankfully. But yeah, that's a weird one. That's one I don't understand why anyone would want to eat. I mean, potatoes are fine. They're just boring. I grew up in a small city right outside Austin. Ooh, taco trucks. Okay, that's sweet. Apple, wine, and hops. See, that's very cultured. Apple, wine, and hops, that's way better than potatoes. Yeah, Austin does have a very good music scene. If you find those weird... what's a Brazilian hot dog? Oh, I'm way behind on chat, aren't I? Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah. Ugh. So gross. Has anyone actually eaten a Rocky Mountain oyster? And is it is just, I mean, and is it as disgusting as it sounds? Because it sounds incredibly disgusting. My town, my actual town has a bread of chicken named after it. Ooh, regionally strawberry region. Okay, that's sweet. They were fine. Is there anything you won't eat, Tanos? Like, is there any food where you're just like, I don't know, that's too much for me? I kind of feel like the answer is no, and you're a pretty adventurous eater. Like, after watching my pain eating anchovies, I remember you messaging me about like getting anchovy paste or something. We don't really have poutine here. We don't. There are like fries and gravy are a thing, but not actual like poutine, as far as I understand it. Um, yeah, let's do this and just kill the charming prince. We gotta set up. We gotta set up for the first heroic games. Did I miss a sub? I mean, I'm sure you could find them somewhere. Like there's actually a small little restaurant around here that just recently added them to their menu, so you can find them, but it's not a common thing. Rumpelstiltskin, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Upstate New York is very much like Canada. Like there's not a whole lot that separates us. A lake, I guess. A lake. It's basically just a lake. I mean, fries and gravy are good, and cheese is good, so they'll probably be good all together. But then milk and cereal, yeah, I don't know. Those aren't so. Everyone says poutine is amazing, so I'm gonna have to just get it because it does sound like something I'd like. Those are all things that I like. I haven't played the always. All right, first heroic games has just proven itself to be the worst card in the history of sagas. It always goes like this. It's 3 mana, make a 1/1, and then cry for 3 turns. Okay, that's get it out of there. We don't want to look at it. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate it. The problem is Luca's. We can't Luca. We can't do anything. Well, let's Valakut Awakening. Put a bunch of cards to the bottom. The problem is they just blink this with Yarion, and then we lose whatever we play. Land for our opponent. I'm from Cincinnati. We are known for Cincinnati chili, aka Gold Star Skyline, and Gada. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I definitely gotta try poutine. I think I probably would like it, for the most part. Alright, opponent runs out the Yaria to save the Elspeth Conqueror's death. Well, I guess we go for it. I'm sure this ends brutally, but we'll see. No removal? What time? Is that too much to ask, Yarion? If we untap with Nyx Bloom, we got mana for days. Days and days and days. Have I tried Foe? No. I don't even know what that is, actually. Bonnet hits us. Sure. Oh, please, don't kill it. We want to have a good turn. Okay. Well, this is the worst. And now we're still locked under... Oh, boy. You got the answer, opponent. Just pass the turn. You got it. You figured it out. Oh, they had a... Jeez. So we're just locked, right? We can't do anything the rest of the game? One... Yeah, I mean, we're just hard locked. Sure. Make a token. Pota gets everything back. They get to loop it again. We need some food streams. Ooh. I mean, we did the pizza stream, and I guess that was a success. How would we kill Yarion though? Like, I'd love to kill Yarion, but what way exists for us to kill Yarion? Not a fan of chicken pot pies. I mean, they're not horrible, but they're not something I really liked. I don't think we could kill it because we're getting taxed by Elspeth Conqueror's death. So it would have been 4 plus X. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we weren't really especially close to actually killing. All right. I mean, this just happens forever, so. All right. You haven't missed much, Big Tanks, and all right, we're gonna move on to a different deck because this deck, I guess what I'll say is it would take an incredible amount of luck to get 6 wins in a row at a reasonably high rank on Arena with this deck. The idea is kind of cute. I don't know if it's fixable. I'm not actually... I don't know. I think it's just a bad deck. No offense to whoever made it. Their name's not on it, so we don't even know. I don't even know how I'd go about fixing it, honestly. I really have no idea. I think it would start with... Satyr Cunning is just a horrible card, so we'd cut that. Fungal Rebirth is also not a great card. First Heroic Games is the most frustrating card in all of Standard. It's a trap. It's the biggest trap. So we'd cut that. And then, I don't even know, like, Turn-Timber Symbiosis? Why are we playing this when we have 6 creatures? It's just a whiff waiting to happen, so we cut that. And Vivian with 6 creatures? Cut that. And then we don't have creatures for Terror of the Peak, so we cut that. And then we cut Garrick, and then eventually the deck just doesn't exist anymore, so. Hey, what's up, Dribble? Yeah, that was rough. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to fix, honestly. Like, I don't even know. I think you're just starting over. I think you would have to cut so many cards that I think instead of trying to tune this deck, you would just build a new deck. So what does the deck have going for it? I think the idea of Luca into Nyxbloom Ancient might have some potential. Nyxbloom Ancient is really powerful. Luca is theoretically a way, especially if you can have it on the battlefield, that you can get your Nyxbloom Ancient and have your mana right away, which makes Nyxbloom Ancient really insane, is trying to, like, play a dragon and then Perforos's Intervention a token the best way to take advantage of that? Probably not. So I think that's the redeeming quality of this deck, is there probably is something cool you could do with Lucaing into Nyxbloom Ancient. But this deck is just not, it's not I don't know. It blows my mind. Anyway, we got other options. Other options to play. Will standard actually allow for cards like Ancient that don't make immediate value? Well, in theory, you get immediate value if you can Luca into play with your lands untap, I think. That would be, I think that's the appeal of that idea. Stone Hands Mage, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, chat, options for deck number 2. Mardu, no Yarion, Doom Foretold. Kind of grinding out Mardu value. I like the idea of Mardu Doom Foretold. Kind of a different color combination. You get some Croxa shenanigans. You get Skyclave Shade for sacrificing. So that's one possibility. Possibility to this Abzan deck that we've had sitting around forever. And this one is just kind of Abzan stuff. What initially drew me to it was the 4 onto inversions with with this curve. It feels so ambitious, but it's kind of just like Abzan. You got some Grakmas and some counters and some reanimation, little countery, little good stuffy. Why no Yorion? I mean, you could play Yorion, but what which would you prefer? Not a fan of Doom Foretold, Jonathan Stowe? Can you use the gingerbread sleeves? Do I have gingerbread sleeves? It seems like Mardoom is winning at the moment. I don't think gingerbread sleeves. I'm not actually. I don't see them. I'm not actually sure what gingerbread sleeves are. What are gingerbread sleeves? Ooh, a Shia with inversion would be sweet. All right, let's try Mardu. Maybe we get to do both, but we'll try Mardu next. I think most people have asked for Mardu, so let's try Mardu. Oh yeah, okay. So I don't think what was supposed to happen with the gingerbread sleeves? Was there someone said something about the gingerbread sleeves and MDFCs or something, but I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure, and I apparently didn't pre-order them. So, all right, let's do a little grinding. Is Doom Foretold still a cool card or not? There was a bug with double-sided cards. What does it do with double-sided cards? Like, what's the actual bug? Ooh, the rat sleeves are kind of sweet. Well, Triome, go. The gingerbread face shows on both sides of the cards. That's kind of funny. Now let's play the Shade. Pathway on black. Get down Shade. Shade is kind of a sweet synergy with Doom Foretold, because we can keep sacrificing it. Alright. Oh, opponent's playing. Alright, so opponent's the ramp deck. Well, Go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent takes it. Pathway. On white. Tamaret calls the dead. Mill some stuff. Mega Tutu. Well, we'll see. We can Doom Foretold next turn. We'll see if it's enough. I had Crim play Rakdos Shadow Scourge last night. It was the funniest thing. Ooh, yeah. I feel like Scourge of the Skyclaves, it's got to be able to see play in Standard at some point. Like, it hasn't really figured. No one's really figured it out yet, but I feel like it's got a power level to get there. All right, what is this double face card thing? So apparently the sleeves, huh? Yeah, I've never actually seen that happen. That's kind of funny though. A little gingerbread altar. If I had, let's decline. If I had pre-ordered and had access to them, definitely. Well, Shatter Skull smashing. Doom foretold. Pass the turn. Hope nothing real bad happens. I feel like we're about to get Genesis ultimatumed with a Lotus Cobra out. The Rap deck is back. It's back, and it's still good. Yeah, well, there it is. Genesis ultimatum. Is it game over? Oh, my God. Sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad. And I think that's game. Still not sure that Lotus Cobra Genesis Ultimatum is cool. I mean, I'm still not sure that we've reached the point where that is considered fun again. Maybe we're there, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical that we've reached that point. So opponent is Ramp Combo. Basically, Omnath without Omnath. When are we getting an Offspring's Revenge against the odds? When people vote for it. I've put it on the poll multiple times, and I don't know. People apparently are not super excited about it because it never manages to win for some reason. So we try to make them discard the Genesis Ultimatum, or do we just try to kill the creatures, I guess? That's probably the best plan, is just try to kill the creatures. Yeah, alright, try it like that. Yeah, Isochron Scepter is definitely a sweet card. Been jamming out an Historic with Deathbell and Warcry Incubate a while back. It's hilarious fun. Yeah, that deck is super fun. Deathbell and Warcry is definitely a sweet card. And Minotaurs, they're close to being a real tribe, I think. Well, try 'em, go. So I guess if we can kill all the mana dorks, that does help to some extent. Shatter Skull smashing, go. Yeah, Isochron Scepter in Modern would be a good against odds to do. That would definitely be sweet. Well, Pathway, Temporary Calls the Dead. I think that Temporary Calls the Dead's not bad. Like, we have stuff that we want in the graveyard. Like those lands. But we have Shades, we have Croxas. And then the way the timing works, it does work with Doom Foretold. Well, here comes the ramp. Ugh. Yeah. New. Pathway on white. Yeah, I guess we get the Doom Foretold value. Pass the turn. Poe's got a discard. I wish we would have milled the dang Croxa. That would have made it so much better. Yeah, Minotaurs would be a fun one to do again. Would you ever play MTGO EDH on stream, or is that Tober's territory? I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know if that's something people would want to see or not. I think that's the main question. Well, Croxa, make you discard. Go to combat, attack you. Stomp on the Visionary. Fabled Passage. Go. Well, this is the Genesis Ultimatum turn. Hey, what's up, Agent? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Oh, what is the secret to the glorious beard? Honestly, really, truly, it's 99% just not shaving. I really don't do anything special for the beard. I mostly treat it just like my hair, like shampoo and conditioner, whatever, just whatever I would do in my hair. I don't really do anything special beard wise about it. So we started with this Luca deck, which, oh lordy, was one of the worst decks we'd ever experienced. So we switched up to this Mardu Doom Foretold deck for the time being, and then we also have this Abzan deck. We might try. It might be a 3-deck stream today. Land Scry. We'll keep Extinction Event. We'll stomp the Llanowar Visionary. What's the coolest card? What's the coolest card in Standard we could build a deck around? I think that would be something fun to do on stream sometime. Is almost do like Against the Odds Live, where we just kind of like pick a card and build around it. Would you consider doing Spell Table Commander with your viewers? Let's get back. That's like webcam style commander. So I would, although I would also say that I don't really have that many paper commander decks. I have, well, discounting like pre-conny decks, I think like 3-ish. But that could be a fun special thing to do. I haven't actually played webcam commander at all yet. Mardu, yes, I meant Mardu. Yeah, Let the Four Engine is a sweet one. We did already do it against odds of it, but we could try a different style. Well, let's crack this, draw a card. This Extinction Event's looking decent. Well, Swamp. Extinction Event. I think we go odd. Odd you. Attack you. That was a good turn. Make you discard. The thing is, if they draw Genesis Ultimatum, this can all be instantly undone. Opponent goes to 6. Bone Crusher. No ultimatum, please. We don't care about the Beanstalk Giant. That's fine. Just don't. Okay, opponent scoops it up. There is wins possible. What about Aetherios? Seems mad sweet, but can never figure out a place for him. Aetherios could be a good one. Aetherios, I feel like, what did we do with Aetherios? I think we did modern Aetherios, actually. And it could definitely use some sweet things. A little slow, but more Scoots. I mean, you never go wrong with Scoot Swarm. Does seeing a deck once, if you like it, do you still want to see that deck again? I guess that's another question. I know some people, we tend to try, or I have tended to try, to play always different decks every time, which means we go through a lot of decks, like a pretty ridiculous number of decks, between like 3 or 4 videos and 3-ish streams a week, and sometimes we do multiple decks on stream. But maybe we should revisit decks more often. Like, the decks that are fun and enjoyable. Building an Angel of Destiny deck could be a good idea. That's definitely on my list. I just don't want to be random. I would rather not be just a random life gain deck if I could help it. I'll make you discard. Croxa is a good card. Yeah, play Spikefield Hazard. Go. Alright, about it. What do you have? Oh, you got someone with Angel and Commander? That's super sweet. Is there a way to make infinite enter the battlefield triggers in Historic? For example, if we stick a Terror of the Peak, enter the battlefield loop to deal infinite damage. Yes-ish. I think that there is, but I think that the way to do it is. Do you even care about this visionary? Maybe not. Let's just Temrite calls the dead. Opponent gets to keep their visionary. We'll exile a Doom Foretold. Pathway on white. Go. Well, no whammies, no whammies. So there are ways to do it. It takes a lot of work and it's pretty janky. I think you need the unicorn. And then you need boy, it's like a 5-step process, but it is possible. You need the unicorn that can blink for 3 mana. You need something to reduce the cost of that down to 1 mana. Then you need like mass haste and things that make mana, something along those lines. Yeah, I guess we do this. Extinction event's pretty good. Yeah, let's go odd. Get rid of them. Play the land. Hit ya. Opponent's down to 2 Beanstalk Giants, and we're kinda winning. Petter God. Definitely Petter God. That was not the scariest Genesis ultimatum. Alright, we describe, we get to gain life. We'll keep Treacherous Blessing. We will Croxa. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get back Croxa, make you discard. Fable Passage. Here's some Commander Legends. Yeah, I mean, Commander Legends, a big chunk of the set has already leaked. Ooh, all right, opponent draws 2. Sure. Cultivate. Well, get the ramp on. Yeah. And another lad. You will see, we saw our opponent just go off in game 1. The thing that gives me hope is ramp decks fizzle again, which is something they didn't really do before. So it does feel good to see that ramp decks actually can fizzle on occasion. And let's Pathway on black. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Make you discard. Opponent blocks. Well, kill Bone Crusher. Crack this. I mean, opponent needs a whammy. They need a really good one. Get a mountain. Spare supplies. Go. Priest of Urbask. Yeah, Priest of Urbask isn't historic though, is it? I don't think so. I'm down with forgetting the last deck exists. I'll update the stream title because yeah, that deck was forgettable. We need to wash our brains. Alright, opponent, gonna kill our stuff. Sure. Passes. Well, Temrite calls the dead. Milas. Yeah, make it 2/2. Pathway on red. Ping you. Croxa. It's like Mardu Doom Foretold, really. I'll get rid of that last card, and I mean, this should be enough. Opponent gonna be at 6 against a Croxa. No cards in hand. They're gonna need to top deck something really good here. With Kaladesh out, let's do a deck with Yarok, Panharmonicon, and Thassin Historic. Yeah, I definitely plan on... Wow. Oh, wow, that's a draw. That's a good one. That's as much as our opponent could hope for. Thankfully, we still have an extinction event, so we're not dead. Mill some cards. Make a 2/2. Oh, wait, we just win? Post scoops it up? Okay. Mardu getting the job done. That was pretty good. Yeah, Panharmonicon, we will play many Panharmonicon decks. I can promise you that. We will play many Panharmonicon decks once they find... Oh, if it doesn't have Panharmonicon, I'm going to cry. I'm really going to be sad. A quick reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. I mean, that went pretty good. We ground out the rep deck. What about a deck built around 6 mana Oko? It could be funny just for the memes. I'm gonna have to look it up. Is there anything that it actually does? 6 mana Oko. So Oko, 6 mana, 4 loyalty, +1. Put 2 counters on up to 1 creature you control. 0. It becomes a copy of a creature you control. That's kind of a cool ability. And then until end of turn, each creature you control has base power toughness of 10/10 and gains trample. I mean, that's not horrible. I think the main problem with all the Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers, they just don't protect themselves very well. But the 0 ability is pretty unique. And the ultimate, yeah, I mean, we could probably make a deck around it. I could see that. It would probably be like Simic Ramp, which, well, you know, but mutate on Oko? We still have never actually done that. Like, what happens when you mutate on a Planeswalker? You get an object that doesn't exist or something? Doesn't something weird happen? One land? Maybe we should for science just mutate on a Planeswalker to see. We could. We have a new donation from Icy Doc, $7.77. Seth, you better change scoops on Goldfish to an anchovy on April 1st. I'll be waiting. I think it would be hilarious. I think it would be super funny. I will see what I can do. I will see. I think Richard would probably have to do the programming stuff. But maybe I talk him into it. It would be a funny meme. I just don't know how hard it is. Jake Dempsey, welcome to the fish. Oh, mutate. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Interesting. Well, Pathway Croxa you, I guess. Mutate is really powerful. I feel like Mutate should be good. And what if Oko became a Biovisionary? Yeah, I mean, then you only need 3 more. Or 3 more Okos. Alright, opponents doing their mutating thing. The bad news about Mutate is Doom Foretold seems really good if you're going all in on one creature. Opponent hits us. Oh, Pathway on black, and Demerit calls it dead. Maybe you and Crib could switch roles for a day, play decks for each other's series, but act like nothing's different. That could be funny too. Grixis control and Teferi for me, and then Krim has to play like Panharmonicon. Alright, more... Oh boy, opponents are rampant. They're rampant. Hopefully they don't have another creature, and then we can play Doom Foretold and get rid of this whole pile. The damage might be done, though. Opponent's going off. Opponent gets and hits us. I guess I could also have a counter, which would be awkward. Well, make a 2-2. Go to combat. Attack ya. Oh, I don't think they have a counter. Crack it. Grab a mountain. A pretty mountain. Well, no counter, please. Hallelujah. All right, we got him. We got him. And that's the drawback of the mutate pile. You have your fun, and then it all goes away at once. I managed a Skyclave relic copied by Verizal Meme Dream earlier today against point control. Ooh. Wait. Alright, we sacrificed this. Well, that's Crocs, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like our opponent probably should have just let Doom Foretold go, but maybe not. Maybe keeping around was a good idea. Yeah, they finally put the old border basics on, which is super sweet. Forgot I wanted to disagree with you about Scoot Swarm. If they play it and then play their land number 6, you need to have 2 answers to remove it. So it's a copy, and you can't kill it before they play a land. That's true, but that does also require 6 mana. I mean, I feel like once you're getting the 6 mana, that's like Dream Trawlers and other stuff that's super annoying and hard to deal with and finishes the game. So I feel like if you're playing it for 6 or more mana, or at 6 or more mana, then I don't know. There's like, okay, so there's Majora Did Nothing Wrong for the 27th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheer for you. How old am I? 20. I just turned 21. Actually, on Tuesday's stream, that was my birthday. I think it's kind of like Commander. In Commander, so I don't know if you've looked at any of the leaks. Like, spoiler season starts for Commander Legends Monday, which does mean I was actually kidding. It was not my birthday, and I'm not 21. I'm a boomer. I'm 36. Thank you, Devious. Yeah, so spoiler season starts Monday, which means no Monday stream. However, there's like, I don't know if you look at any of the leaks. There's a card that was leaked from the set. That's like the green mythic from the set. And I won't go into depth on it. But it pretty much should win the game. Like, it should pretty much win the game if your deck is built around it in that way. But I think that's okay. Like, I think once you get up to a high enough mana cost, having cards that either literally or essentially just say, I win the game, is kind of okay. Like, once you get up to enough mana, I think it's fine. And I kind of feel that way about Scoot Swarm. Like, yes, it does pretty much win the game. But if it takes 6 mana, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's 6 mana more or less wins the game. The Gruul deck was, I mean, we only played a couple of games with it because we wanted to play something else because of how that deck functioned. But I would say it's one of the worst decks we've played. I don't know if I'd say ever, but in a long time. One of the worst decks we've played in a long time. It was rough. Bald beardless Seth would look like George the Animal Steel. Yeah, I don't think you want to see me without hair and a beard. I was bald once due to a self-haircutting mishap, and I just don't have the skull for it, I don't think. I don't feel like I have the skull for it. I felt like I looked really bad bald. Ooh, double vision land destruction. That's super spicy. I like the idea of that. Booted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I back? I don't know what happened. Oh, no. Oh, Arena. Oh, Arena. Well, we're back. Now we get to have a fun time playing Magic while Arena checks for stability. Oh, Arena. So, what can we talk about for, 90% of Arena validating my assets? I blame you, Shump. Oh, why does it do this? Why? Why can't we have a nice Arena client? Why? Oh, did we just get a huge raid too? What horrible timing. So Arena crashed. The stream sort of like semi-crashed. And now our assets are being validated and we gotta find something to do. Maybe we play the art game, I guess. I guess that's maybe the thing to do. I mean, it does look like we have, 15 minutes or so for Arena to validate itself. A little bit frustrating, I would say. All right. Art game achieved. Cephalid Tribal? I don't even have a Cephalid Tribal deck. Oh no. The streams get laggy too. Maybe we have bigger issues. Oh, that's not good. Alright. I mean, Standard might be too easy. Kite Sail? Is it just Kite Sail? Oh, Cliffhaven Kite Sail. I see. Armor! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that... Wow, the stream is having a hard time. It might be because of Arena. When Arena's trying to load, everything works very poorly. Veto. Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Haha. I know Arena patch didn't exactly cause a crash problem, but the amount of day one bugs of Arena patches every update, safer to play Moto on patch days. That is very true. Hey Seth, you should do a series where you play decks that are built around a mechanic or an ability. Oh, maybe it's just freaking out on my end because of Arena. But go completely against it at the same time, such as Landless Landfall. Whoa. Landless, something like that would be super sweet. I wonder if it's possible to actually make it happen. Yeah, Arena, it's kind of just like... It's definitely prettier than Magic Online. But it's also way clunkier than Magic Online, for sure. Look up Soldavi Adnet. All right, I will try to look it up. Hopefully. Where are we at? 76. All right, only we're almost there. We're almost to the point where we get to play Magic again. Sacrifice a blank or artifact creature and amount of black mana equal to sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Yeah, I think that could actually be a sweet commander card, possibly. Insatio Hemophage? The odds of me spelling that... Wow, okay, I did spell it right. Akiri... Fearless Leader? Fearless Voyager. That's the Devotion Mana Rock. Something Temple? Something? Yeah, this is the Scryfall art game. Pantheon of the... Altar of the Pantheon? Pantheon of the Gods? It was Altar of the Pantheon. Well, we know that one. Extinction Event. Oh. Walking Dead? It's a zombie. I figured that part out. Cage? Oh. Oh, it is Cage Zombie. Spinning Wheel? It's like an Icy Manipulator Mana Rock, right? Esper Party in Standard. I feel like, hopefully Party Pestilent Haze? Alright, wait, we're initializing. We're requesting format data. We're initializing audio. We're loading initial scene. Okay, we might get to play Magic. Pestilent Haze, I think, right? What genre is this? And why is there... See the blackness around there? That looks like a... like it was cut off, like clipped out or something. Let's see what the name is. Flame Catalyst. What genre is that? Oh, it's the Corset 2021 Planeswalker deck version. Alright, well, we made it. We made it! Back to playing Magic. It only took Arena, 10-15 minutes, but we're there. We made it. We made it. Mono Brown, Forsaken, and Historic. Yeah, I've been messing around with something similar to that. I think the idea is really cool. It's kind of like Tron. It's like Historic Tron. I think the idea is definitely sweet. I wish there was removal. If they ever print a Historic Anthology that has the colorless removal spells, then we'll be really in business with a deck like that. That's the biggest problem, is you just get run over by aggro pretty consistently. That definitely looks sweet, Jake Dempsey. When did I start playing Magic? Around Original Ravnica. So, quite a while ago now. I mean, I played just kind of like casually for a few years, actually, when I first started, before I got a little bit more serious about it. It was really when I started playing Magic online that I started to get more serious about it. I mean, it's not technically Tron. Tron without actual Tron lands. I think that counts as sweet. Now let's spare some supplies. Croxa. That's a step in the right direction. Opponents. Ooh, Saltai A. Oh, and they got the good lands. Well, Croxa you. Opponent's got discard. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to look at when we had our little crash there. Double Vision's Land Destruction. Double Visions is another pretty sweet card. Well, play the land pass the turn. That looks fun. I mean, copying Rebel Reading. That does seem pretty powerful. Got lots of good spells to copy, too. I think that's a good way to build around Double Vision. Make sure you got plenty of instants. I feel like an Historic with Explore and Growth Spiral, it's hard for me to imagine that something involving those cards is not the best thing going in the format. That's just like such a powerful ramp package. Let's go to Swamp. And yeah, let's Golden Egg. Draw a card. Spare Supply, draw a card. Are the new lands infinite? Yeah, so if you buy the card style, you can add any number to the deck. So in that sense, yes. You don't have to buy it like a whole bunch of times. You just buy it once, and then you get to add infinite number to your deck. Is Pyromancer still the best deck? I haven't played in a bit. I haven't played as much Historic lately, but I do, when I have played, I have run into Pyromancer quite a bit, like the Rakdos deck. So I think it's definitely on the list at least. These lands you have to get from the store, the card style. So I think they just put them for sale today. I don't know if we're super scared of rogues. Just because we have these Croxas. Yeah, Temeric calls the dead. Cannot be drowned in the locked. Opponent. I'm not sure. Are they actually rogues? I don't know if they're rogues or not. Yeah, they are not inexpensive. That's for sure. Like, they are pretty expensive, but they do look really sweet. And they're the first old Borderlands that we've had. So I splurged. I'm not a big cosmetics person, but it was worth splurging. Oh, it is some sort of rogue deck. It was worth splurging for these because they look so good. On a scale of 0 to Hearthstone, how do you rate Muxus in Historic? So, I don't play against goblins in best of 3 very much, honestly. Like, I really don't. There was a time when it was the main thing that I played against. But I'm not actually sure that it's that much of a problem. Maybe I'm crazy to even say that, but I don't know. I could see in best of 1 it being more problematic, but I feel like there are pretty good sideboard cards to fight against goblins in the format. So in best of 3, I don't think it's actually like a deal breaker. Well, opponent. What do you say? What do you say? It is very high variance, that's for sure. Let's just do this. Untapped. And kick a shade. Alright, your go. I feel like we're fairly well set up for rogues. We have 8 recursive graveyard threats. End of the story. Well, that's a lot of cards. But can you beat the board? The shades are coming for you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the random variance nature of it. Yeah, Shark Typhoon, I don't know. Doom Foretold can still answer it, so I don't know if it's a huge deal for us. Opponent needs something. They're just getting beaten down on board. They can't keep passing. Oh, we get to scry. Land bottom. Yeah, well, I guess we'll keep Temeric Calls the Dead. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. And I think we're getting there. Yeah, Ritual of Soot was a really good card to have around in Standard. There is like the 5 mana one, Shadow something. Hasn't really seen much play though. Hmm. What do we do? I guess we Croxa. Exile some cards. Make them counter it if they can. I don't think their control game plan's going to work against these Shades, though. I spent money on the Extra Life MLP sleeves. Ooh. Oh, wait, did they have Extra Life sleeves on Arena? About it. Alright, they're going to fight the good fight. Counters, kills, untaps. Still pretty behind on board, though. And we still got Shades. Opponent plays a swap. I don't know why they keep looking at our golden egg, but... about it. Oh, last year, okay. Wizard said one man in Miradorks was too strong. The Fed printed Land of Werewolves and Goose. What would have happened for them to put Wrath of God and Damnation in Standard? So I actually think that power level wise, we would see those in Standard. I mean, we got like Shatter of the Sky now, so things are heading in that direction for sure. Yeah, let's play Mauling so we can cast Shade. No kicker. And I think they're of a power level. Hey, what's up, Raymax? How are you? So I think they're of a power level. What's up, Archburglar Lord? The problem is the no regeneration clause. Because regeneration isn't a thing anymore, I don't think that... Interesting. Because regeneration isn't a thing anymore, I don't think that we'll ever see them in Standard again, unless regeneration comes back. If regeneration comes back, then I think it's possible. But with regeneration not being a thing, I think that's... Yeah, but I definitely could see, like, Day of Judgment. Like, I think 4-mana Wraths... We had Kaya's Wrath, we had Shatter of the Sky, so I think 4-mana Wraths are back on the table. But I think the regeneration clause will keep Damnation / Wrath of God from actually being reprinted. It would be sweet to have them back in Standard. Yeah, they discontinued regeneration a while ago. They've replaced it with like Season Hollowblade, Adanto Vanguard, mostly like do something and make it indestructible. Toxis Deluge is probably too good for Standard. I do kind of wonder if it would be good for Modern. It would be strong in Modern. Would it be too good in Modern? I don't know. I've been on the feds. I think... Actually, Modern's in a pretty fair place right now. I actually really like where Modern is right now. And I would worry a little bit that it would just push all of the fair decks out of the format. Like, would humans or elves or anything like that, any like creature deck exist with Toxic Deluge? Yeah, I don't think Death Shadow really cares. Yeah, make him counter it. That is lethal. There's the counter. Yeah, pass the turn. I mean, we're in great shape. If our opponent taps down, yeah, that's good enough. Let's go for it. Stompio? Oh, so opponent had all the counters, but they can't beat the Shades. They can't beat the Shades. Yeah, we just want to try to wait till our opponent tapped down a little bit, if we could. But yeah, it worked. All right, what do we want? So we definitely want Agonizing Remorse and Duress. It would actually be interesting if this could hit your own graveyard. Not being able to hit your graveyard is oddly a drawback. Trim, trim, trim. And maybe like trim and trim. I mean, I think mostly, actually, we can probably go to Temrite Calls the Dead. Opponent's milling us. So we can kind of just trust our opponent to mill us, maybe, for the most part. Yeah, let's try it like that. Would Hinder be fair and standard? Yeah, Hinder would be fine. I mean, I think basically any variant on a 3-mana counter spell's fine. Why is this deck cool? Because it has shades. Oh, very good. Tomer, is that you in disguise? What mechanic do you want back? Ninjutsu? Actually, so there's rumors going around, I don't know if you heard them, that there's going to be a Return to Kamigawa in 2022. So, like, over a year from now. Like, a little over a year. So, there's rumors about that. How do you feel about that? Like, I'm kind of like meh on Kamigawa. I feel like the original Kamigawa was pretty low powered. Not. Well, I think based on the rumors, it might be like the January 2022 set. So like 15 months from now or something. Like, who knows? It's a rumor. It's based on like piecing together random info, so it could not even be a thing. Yeah, I'm kind of like meh on Kamigawa. Is it? I don't know. I think it's original version. I didn't have any real personal connection to the flavor, and it was pretty underpowered. But where I'm going with all this is, oh no, really? Zero? Oh, God Almighty. Okay, well, we're losing this one. Yeah. Okay. Zero lander, one lander, and we have a lot of lands in this deck. We have 24 plus all the MDFCs. So, yes, this is brutal. Brutal. Potent. Thieves Guild Enforcer. But ninjutsu is one of the best mechanics. Like, I love ninjutsu. So that's the reason I am a little bit excited about it, just because that is such a sweet mechanic. Yeah, well, sometimes you can't beat the magic gods. Yeah, ninjutsu's super sweet. Opponent gets and hits us. Yeah. And wow, this is tough running. Tough running for Mardu. Dress you, I guess. Opponent counters. Grows their dork. Hits us. Scryland. Well, do we ever draw a land before our opponent... Wow, they didn't even really mill. They milled one. Ooh. How many lands are in this deck? I feel like we're getting to the calculator. The calculator part of this. Of this match. So 24 real lands. Hagra Mauling, 2 Shatter Skull Smashings, 2 Spikefield Hazard. So 29? So I think we sideboarded out. I think we sideboarded out the Spikefield Hazards. But that is that's pretty brutal. Well, Fabled Passage, go. Into the... Alright, sure. Well, that was a rough one. Madness is definitely a cool mechanic. What is your favorite mechanic, chat? The Splice draw card spell in Modern Horizon was very cool. I'd love to see them do more with that. Yeah, Splice is an interesting mechanic. Well, I mean, run it back. That was just a game that didn't happen. Oh, banding is so bad. Banding would be on my list of worst mechanics. Koala Bear, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I think we had, 2 lands in our top 14? 16? Something like that. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, I mean, back to the mulligan plan. All right. We will put a pathway to the bottom. Temple of Malice. I guess to the bottom. We have a million lands in our deck. Yeah, Mutate's definitely super cool. I don't know how much more you can do with Mutate. Like, I wonder if there's enough design space to make a ton more Mutate cards. Alright, so opponents just mono counters. Odin! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Counter Tribal. Plays a land. Passes. Well, Cruxa. It is going to get exiled, but... Opponent has to discard. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Scavenge is interesting. Phyrexian Mana... Phyrexian Mana is one of those mechanics where the idea is, like, kind of cool, but the execution is just so busted. So busted. Well, not full value, but run it out. Like a really weird slow duress. Like, I think the idea of Phyrexian Mana, it's kind of cool, but it's the fact that it ends up being wow, they countered it. The fact that it ends up being a free spell is problematic, I would say. Well, opponent untapping. Derry! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Hey, what's up, General Chow? How are you? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. All right, opponent exiles a non-Caraxa card. Interesting decision. To the top. Well, do you have another counter? Looks like yes. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's not bad. About it. Thinking. Cycles for a shark. Yup. Well, Doom for No goes off. We get to draw a card. Ooh, Treacherous Buzzing. I like that. That's the card draw we need. We're making progress. Boda hits us with a shark. Sure. And Castle Lockwade passes. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Hit ya. Treacherous Bless. Let's Croxa. Make you discard. Sir Shusher, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, Luca Fires has been way better than I thought. Like, I feel like that deck... I feel like that deck is a lot better than we give it credit for. Well, fill the graveyard, kill the shark. Getting close to Croxa. Opponent does get to Sluddy Vision, but they're running out of action. They got no rogues, and we got recursive threats. If we resolve Treacherous Blessing, that's a ton of cards in hand. What do they find? What do they find? They might have to main phase this to not get Croxa. It's risky not to. And then card draw comes down, and life is good. Life is real good. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, they can't cast it. They can't cast this yet. Land. Are we clinging? Are we clinging to dust? Not yet. Well, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Exiles Croxa. Well, grab the land. Treacherous Blessing. Shatter Skull. Oh, wait. Nope. Go to combat. Attack ya. Hit ya. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Oh, we're going to take him down. We're going to take him down. Yeah, Luca Fires did get banned surprisingly quickly. Opponent passes. Well. Another Doom Foretold. Go to combat. Hit ya. Pathway. Pass the turn. So opponent gets to draw their cards, but they're going to have to discard one, and the Doom Foretold's doing its thing. The pressure is on for our opponent. We draw more lands. All right, well, we got 2/2s. 2/2/2s. Opponent. Poison. Would I like to see poison return? It was fine in Standard, and I thought it was a fun limited format. I'm not sure I like how it plays in, like, Modern, for example, but... Oh, let's Croxa. Exile everything. Make them counter if they can. Withersweet. I mean, I'd be fine with... I think Infect will return at some point. Opponent has a counter. Well, go to combat. Attack ya. Down to 8. Pathway. Pass the turn. I mean, opponent's getting close to just losing to our knights. The 2/2s are getting it done. Well, cycle the Triome. Go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent goes to 2. Duress you. Opponent counters and mills. And then exiles Croxa, apparently. All right. Croxa down. But how do they beat our board? Gains a little bit of life. I'll cycle the Triome. Temret calls the dead. Mill some cards. Oh, and there's a shade for next turn too. All right, opponent, your go. Beat the 2/2s, the 3 2/2s. Into the story. Draw some cards, but can you beat the 2/2s? I don't know if they can. About it. Land. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Mills a couple. Oh, Mills 2 Doomfortolls. That's unfortunate. Okay. Sure. Opponent passes. Well. Mill. Eat a Doomfortold. Kill. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Opponent. I saw a pretty spicy Jingatha Titan's Nest build. Yeah, I saw it posted it on Twitter. Oh, I just wish Titan's Nest was a little easier to use on Arena. The deck looks spicy, and it would be fun to try. We might still just try it. It's just so easy to time out. Well, go attacking. Drowned in the lock on a token. Goes to 1. Oh, pathway. Shade. And you gotta answer them all, opponent. They all gotta go. Opponent Essence scatters. Alright, pass the turn. Can you beat the 2/2s? Yeah, Shade is very good. Very, very good. I played against Nest tonight. Wow, opponent's drawn a lot of cards. I mean, maybe they end up pulling this off. They've hit all of their three of their into the stories, which is giving them hope. So many cards have been drawn. Yeah, the Mardu Ultimatum's really good. Opponent Cling to Dust the Shade. Okay. Goes to 4. And scoops it up. All right, taking him down, take it down. Rogue's not good enough. And I mean, this deck actually feels reasonable. Not bad. Shade is pretty good against the Rogue deck, and Doomfortold could be sweet. We haven't even really seen Doomfortold go off. We just kind of cycle it, but Wither is fun and balanced. Infect is busted. One of the fun variations of the game. The other changes game rules, only intend to kill. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm not personally a huge fan of how Infect usually ends up playing. Persist is a really sweet mechanic. Both Persist and Undying are sweet. Wither's fine. Infect, I don't like the style of deck that ends up seeing play. Like, the pump spell, try to kill you on turn 3. I don't think that's an especially appealing play style. I think the old style poison, where it's like, when this deals combat damage, you get a poison counter, or you get 2 poison counters, or 3 poison counters. I think that's a much more fairer way to do it. I don't know if that is exciting or powerful enough where anyone would even care, but I think those style of Infect cards are fair, because then the pump spell plan doesn't actually work with them anymore. Because even if you pump the power to 1,000,000, you're still just getting like 2 poison counters or whatever. Oh yeah, Blazing Shoal, in fact, that was the first Modern Pro Tour. That was, I believe it was Sam Black that made the top 8 with it. Did you read this on how Wizards select their decks? Oh, did they say something about it? I didn't realize they had said something about it. Oh, back in September? I think I did read this at the time. Oh, is this the same matchup? Is everyone back on the Rogues plan? Starting on September 21st, we'll be publishing deck lists that have put together a long win streak at Platinum rank or higher on MTG Arena's Rank Ladder play. The goal is to supplement deck lists from tournament results and social media with additional promising deck lists for inspiration. We will publish these deck lists once each week with new deck lists on the hub on mmagic.gg and plan to increase the publishing frequency in the future. We'll be publishing lists from traditional standard ranked and traditional historic ranked queues. Like we do for Magic Online Leagues, we'll be posting example lists for each category of decks that share a minimum number of cards, at least 55 to 75 across main deck and sideboard, shared in traditional best of 3 games. All lists published will have won at least 6 consecutive matches. Our goal is to condense information, highlight the mixable strong, and vary deck building, and we'll let you know if we adjust these parameters as we learn more of this data and gather your feedback. And your name won't be associated with it. Okay. Like, sure. Like, is it real? Like, how do the deck lists... I don't understand, though. Like, I understand what they're saying, but the deck lists that they publish, I don't know how it matches up with that. Like, I certainly imagine that the deck lists that have been published do not have more than 55 cards overlapping with someone. Like, they're definitely have unique cards. I don't know. Maybe, like, could people game the system? But your name's not even attached to it. That was the other thing I thought. Like, maybe you, like, try to intentionally queue against your buddy at 3 a.m. when there's not as many people on, and, like, time it and try to queue against them and have them scoop to get your list published. But your name's not even on it, so there's not even really any incentive to do that. I don't know. Would it in fact be fair if you needed 20 poison counters? I mean, yes, but it would also be kind of pointless. Then it's exactly the same as normal damage. And then I think it would be bad, like unplayable kind of bad, if that's how it worked. You know, let's just shade, I guess. About it. Shade's pretty impressive. Like, just coming back and coming back and coming back and beating down. Wow. Really? Really? Alright. Well, this does appear to be the same matchup again. Grab a mountain. Shade. This might let our opponent didn't say please. That might be what they're setting up for. Commander Legend spoilers start Monday, I believe. I like the part they say, if you don't want your deck list published, if 6-0, if you're 5-0, change cards after playing game 6. Yeah, that is a way around it. AC Archburglar Lord, have a wonderful evening. I really doubt, but I would like it if Latula? Who's Latula? How do you feel about the kid-themed Secret Lair? I mean, there are criticisms for Secret Lair in general, which I think many of them also... Like, if you have an issue with Secret Lairs in general, or if you think that way of releasing cards is predatory, etc., 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 like, all of those things, I think, to some extent, can be true. Like, yes, they can harm local game stores. Yes, there's lots of issues. We've seen The Walking Dead issues with it. So there are legitimate issues with Secret Lairs, period. On the other hand, I think that this Secret Lair in specific is a pretty solid Secret Lair. Like, the art is sweet. The value is good for players. Wizards presumably is going to sell a lot. And a worthy charity is going to get a bunch of money. So for me, outside of the fact that, yes, it is true that Secret Lairs do have some legitimate concerns. Like, any Secret Lair has some concerns about cutting out local game stores or too many products, etc., etc. I think this is actually a really good Secret Lair. Could there be a good Bant deck in Standard? I think it's possible there could be a good Bant deck. Yeah, it's playing white. We have another new donation. Heck yeah. This deck seems good against Rogue so far. From... opponent passes. New donation from Jaguar. $10.20. Hey, Seth, it has finally happened. I'm a dad. I have a beautiful baby daughter born October 20th. Her name is Cassandra Elizabeth Marie, and she is cute if I do say so myself. Well, Jaguar, congratulations. Oh, that is super awesome. Super, super sweet. Huge congratulations. Oh, thank you for the donation, but that's super sweet. You have the same birthday as Cassandra? October. Well, happy birthday to both of you. Belated birthday to both of you. Oh, well, congratulations again, Jaguar. Are you going to teach her to play Magic? How long do you got to wait? So she's 2 days old now. Like a week or two? You can probably start teaching her? Well, Temrai calls the dead. Opponent. The downside is we might be turning on our opponents into the stories. Alright, opponent digs. Gets a Essence Scatter. Well, that doesn't stop Temrar Calls the Dead. Alright, they also have Drown in the lock. Well, play the land. Treacherous Blessing. Hit ya. 14. I figure I'll have to wait at least until she can hold her head up on her own. Then we can start with something simple like Tron. That's probably a good idea. She probably needs a little bit longer than a couple weeks. Do you think that the concern about Secret Lair damaging the game stores are mollified by allowing store owners to buy them at modestly discounted prices for resale? I mean, that's not the current system, right? At least as far as I understand, that's not the current system. Like, would... How do we want to do this? Play a land. I mean, I think that would... I think that would help. But I don't know if Wizards is interested in doing that, though, because... Oh boy, we're gonna time out, aren't we? All right, let's do this. Skyclave Shade. I don't know if Wizards wants to do that, though, because I feel like Wizards likes that they make all the money off of Secret Lairs. Like, I feel like if Wizards wanted Secret Lairs to go to local game stores, maybe we'd have a system like that already, rather than the current system we have, which cuts them out. So I guess what I'm saying is, my guess is that's intentional. That Wizards wants to get all the money out of the Secret Lairs and not share it. So I don't know if they would go into that system. Like, I think it would help, but I don't know if Wizards would go for it. Hey, see you, Jaguar. Enjoy your new daughter. Again, huge congratulations. Thank you for swinging by and sharing the news. Good luck getting some sleep. Friskerton Pharaoh, welcome to the Fishbowl. Happy Thursday to you. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Well, go to combat, attack ya. Beat you down. Scryland. Keep a Treacherous Blessing. Shade. Opponent counters. Uh-huh. Well, Doom Foretold. Do you have another counter? I feel like we just eat this deck for lunch, though. Like, sure, they're staying alive, but this doesn't even feel close. We're just, like, crushing this deck. I'm the emo one, so opponent gets to draw their cards. I'm the emo one, 3 years. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent bills us. Sure. Yeah. Well, we kill your Thieves Guild Enforcer. Opponent. Soaring Thought Thief. Okay. Mills. Elspeth's Nightmare. Get the Soaring Thought Thief. Kroxa. Clear the graveyard. And, I mean, that was a good try. Good try for our opponent in what seems like just a horrible matchup for them. Kroxa comes back, makes them discard, 1 card in hand, and Skyclave Shade getting the job done. Opponent, yeah, discard. So go to combat, hit ya. Down to 4. Pass the turn. Yeah, it feels like a blowout. Key takeaways of the Hasbro Annual Report: Magic the Gathering Arena and consumer product licensing revenues drove growth. Operating profits increased 75% to $30 million, or 32.6% net revenues versus $71 million, or 23% of net revenues in 2018. When was this from? Did they just, is that something that was just released and I missed it? Alright, bring in the discard. Go down Spike Field Hazard. Yeah, I don't know why this deck is all of a sudden popular. Popular enough that we've played it twice in a row. Someone probably played it. Some sort of streamer or something. Our deck seems to line up well against it, though. Yeah, Extinction Event is good against us. Unpopular opinion, I don't think it's really Wizards' responsibility to provide for local game stores. I would say, as someone who's, and I say this as someone whose LGS went out of business, so I think that's so is Wizards responsible to support local game stores? No, I don't think that that's true. I think the question is, are local game stores essential for Magic being what it is? Like, does Wizards need local game stores? Do they need to support them so there's places for people to play their game, and then thereby those people spend money on their game? So I don't think it's like Wizards has some moral obligation or ethical obligation to support local game stores, but I do wonder if from a business perspective, if by cutting out local game stores, Wizards is going to hurt the game overall rather than help it, and hurt their profits overall rather than help it. Do you think this deck is actually good, or is it just good against things like rogues? I mean, I think it's reasonably good. It's hard to say because we've only played 3 matches with it, and 2 of them have been against rogues, but it feels like a pretty functional deck. I'm sure it's probably got some bad matchups somewhere. It definitely feels very good against rogues, that's for sure. It's more not should Wizards help local game stores, but more should they stop telling people to shop somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true too. Wizards doesn't have an obligation, but to lose their top tier treatment, it gets compared to Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Flesh and Blood. Yeah, I don't know. So everything Wizards says suggests that Wizards is still all in on paper, and that's important to them. But at the same time, if you see some of their actions, there are some questions. Like, there are legitimate questions when you see, like, LGS is getting cut out from Secret Lairs, for example. So the actions Wizards takes don't always necessarily line up with the words Wizard says. So I think it's fair to wonder if maybe Wizards' plan is to go all digital. Like, there's definitely been behind the scenes rumblings about that I've heard that Wizards was trying strongly to go all digital for organized play even before the pandemic. So that's definitely what I have heard. That's the direction that Wizards has been pushing things. I mean, who knows? It's rumblings. It's not like I heard it from Mark Rosewater or something. But it makes sense to me that that could be the direction Wizards is heading and they think is best for the game. If they are going to do that, they really should tighten up Arena, though. Like, if Wizards actually does have it in the back of their mind, like, hey, maybe we just get rid of this paper game. Maybe it's not worth it. Like, you can't have someone, and maybe it's my computer's fault, I don't know, but you can't have your assets being checked for 10 minutes when someone's trying to stream your game. Like, or having your card sleeves be bugged or crashes. So if they are thinking that that's the direction they're going to go, I really hope they, like, double, triple, quadruple down on making Arena as good as it can be. Salandi Vision, Aghanim's Awakening, Drowned in the Lock. I don't know if we care too much about any of these. Now, I'll take Salandi Visions. Play the land. Pass the turn. Captain Northgood, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super tier for you. This year, they say, and the year, we're 2 months left of this year, so we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end, so if we are actually going to get mobile this year, in the next 2 months, I would say. Captain Northgood, welcome to the Fishbowl. Drawing what we thought sees. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Pushing, if Wizards is pushing organized play to digital, then they aren't supporting paper play. Organized play is an advertisement for the game. You can advertise your main product format Commander by having top tier players play what is effectively a different game. I think that's true. Well, and I'm not saying that they are going to go all digital, but I think that that's something that they were definitely trying to do. And now we have the pandemic, so you're all digital anyway. Do we go back to paper? I don't know. I almost would be surprised if we did. Like, I think that we'll go back to Command Fests and stuff like that. But whether we have something similar to like the old Pro Tour system or anything, I'm a little bit skeptical that we will have that again. Well, I guess we Croxa. Make a discard. Opponent. This matchup feels super easy. How are you doing to organize your box of cards? Not very well, Varian Bronte. I haven't worked on it at all recently. And I probably won't for at least a little while longer because spoiler season's a coming. So I'll be doing daily spoilers and stuff. Opponent, wow, discards a Soaring Thought Thief. Sure. So we know our opponent's hand. Interesting. Oh, Fabled Passage. Crack it. I think this is fine. Perfect Dark Ritual! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I thought the Spell Shifter cycle was cool. Will Tomer be joining me for daily spoilers? or will be a massive top 10 list. So the plan for Commander Legend spoilers is I'm going to do daily spoilers essentially like normal, where it's just me doing a video, going first thoughts, first reactions, going over all the new cards each day. So I'll be doing that, and then Tomer is going to be doing something a little different, where every day, the plan is that every day, I believe, at least weekdays, is Tomer is going to do a short video about one or two of his favorite legends. Hey, see you, Betty. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week. So Tomer's going to do a short a short video about one or two of the legends, because there's like 100 legends in the set. So we should have sweet legends every day. So it's going to be, in some ways, double the content, I guess. You're gonna have spoiler video and also a legend focus, kind of like legend focused video from Tomer. We do have to not kill ourselves to treacherous blessings, which might actually be a problem. We are down to 14. We haven't found a Doom Foretold. We can't cast that many more spells without dying. Opponent has Eliminate. Alright. Extinction Event and nothing. Except we have 2 Treacherous Blessings. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think for this spoiler season they will be on the Commander channel. Well, let's kick a shade. Lose 2 life. Tap land. Go. Oh, are we going to regret playing another Treacherous Blessing? We might. I was assuming we're going to draw into a Doom Foretold, but we might not. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. So Wizards definitely did promise to double Magic in the next 5 years. Their CEO has said that several to many times. Over the last year or two. So that is definitely true. I don't think they're doubling prices. I think we see him making more products. We see him doing secret layers. I don't think that like your $4 booster or your $100 box is going to become an $8 booster or a $200 box. But that definitely is something that their CEO has said. Well, Fabled Passage, crack it. We're just not going to find a Doom Foretold, are we? Well, exile everything. Drop to 8. About it. Alright, opponent's got a discard. Discards. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Well, play Bone Crusher, down to 6. Oh no! It is as treacherous as its name suggests. Opponent has an Heartless Act, gets a Shark. Yeah, I think they got us now. We go to 4. They can cast us from the graveyard, get a Shark. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess we should have played the Treacherous Blessings. I don't even know if it's a punt as much as we just never do a Doom Foretold. Like, I don't even know if I would consider that a punt, or if it was just that we didn't run well. Maybe it was a punt. It definitely has a draw. It definitely has a downside, that's for sure. Another one I was thinking of today, I opened a... Oh, this hand would be so good if we weren't mana screwed. Ugh. Alright, this hand is okay. I don't know if I would consider it so good, but it's functional. Well, alright. Duress you. Well, opponent's hand's not that exciting. Opponent. Tap land. Another one I was thinking about today was Huntmaster of the Fowls. So I opened a Huntmaster of Fowls in the treasure chest. And comparing Huntmaster, a chase mythic that at one point saw play in Modern, to Omnath, it's kind of just absurd. Like, Huntmaster, you need it to flip, and it has to do things. It's so much different. So much different. Opponent runs out the Thought Thief. Well, we'll take Shark Typhoon. Play the land. Pass the turn. Hope our opponent does not top deck a counter. Alright, scry land for our opponent. To the bottom. Goes to combat, gets in, mills us. Nothing good. I'll play the land. Kill the Thought Thief. Croxa. Make a discard. Ooh. Yeah. Pass the turn. Gonna be close. Gonna be close. Opponent plays a land. Whoa! Their draw was a Cling to Dust. Alright, that's a good one. Red, black. Alright, crack this. Grab a Swamp. We need our Treacherous Blessing. Well, Doom Foretold. Draw a card. Get a dork. Pass a turn. Opponent. Kills our token. Sure. Oh, Temrat calls the dead. Show us a Shade or a Croxa. Well, exile Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. Opponent on tabs. This is close. This is a close battle. Oh, no! Oh, that is the perfect draw for our opponent. We mill nothing. Oh. Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. Real bad. Well, play the land tapped. We didn't mill anything either, and our opponent got an entire new hand of cards. Oh! We have new basics. They put on the old Euro promos out Arena. Yeah, we might lose this one now. I still think this is a matchup that we're super favored in, but super favored in Magic is a lot of times, 60% to 40% or something. Now we get to scry. Treacherous Blessing is a good draw. That does give us a bit of hope. Favorite dessert? Ooh. Well, we don't want either of those. Bottom, bottom. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent runs out of Thought Thief. Blocks a zombie. Well, agonizing remorse, yeah. Opponent has drowned in the lock. Treacherous Blessing. Draw some cards. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Swamp. Kill the Thought Thief. I mean, that wasn't horrible. We still have nothing left, though. I just converted... Oh. I just converted Titan's Nest Sultai list into a mill list with Teferi's tutelage. Wow, it's spicy. It takes a while to work. It takes a while to work play. That does sound sweet. I mean, Titan Nest is definitely a sweet card. Definitely fun to build around. Oh yeah, we're in a bad spot, real bad. Well, hit our opponent. Kind of a disappointing end. Favorite dessert. I think I got distracted by magic. Like pie can be good. Brownies or brownie sundaes. Those are also very good. Cheesecake is fine, but it's not like my favorite or anything. Opponent plays a land, passes. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent. Has removal. I'll kick a shade. Pass the turn. Boot it. Cheesecake fan? I mean, cheesecake it's not bad. I don't mind cheesecake. It's mid-tier. Mid-tier, I'd say. Tier 2, dessert. Lull Mage's Domination. I'll play a Croxa. So we definitely need sacrifice to resolve last. So opponent discards. Croxa dies. Escape Croxa. Exile some cards. Opponent. Oh, this Cling to Dust. It is an issue. I like. Well, I mean, either pie is good, but I think fruit I like more than chocolate. Like strawberry cream pie is very good. Opponent discards a removal spell. All right, pass the turn. See what they can find. We know they get to scry. We finally found a threat, so the game's not over yet. Opponent draws down to 10. Untaps. And we could use some Castle Aquanes. Castle Aqua would be very good in this deck. Alright, opponent's going to exile everything. Yeah. Come on, good draw. Fabled Passage is not it. Well, we'll play Elspeth's Nightmare. I'm not sure we got any fetchable lands left, honestly. Elspeth's Nightmare. Technord Studios. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big stream cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, pass the turn, see what happens. Into the Story is a very powerful card. That is for certain. Looks like our opponent's going to draw a card here by the looks. Alright. Snags the timer at. Sure. Undepths. Some nice room temperature fluid, fruit with cow fluids. Can't beat the whole fruit with cow fluids. Yeah, Bloodchief Thirst isn't great. Opponent runs out of Thought Thief. Oh, it's a little better now. Take it round in the lock. Kill the Thought Thief. Oh, we're like a... Where's our payoffs? We're down 2 Croxas, 2 Doom Fortolds. I guess this deck is maybe it's a little payoff light. I don't know. Well, pass the turn. See what our opponent does. I assume they're going to start cling to dusting because it's going to get exiled here in a minute. Well, I mean, castle would be absurd here. Like, if we had a castle, I think... In this scenario, castle's the difference between winning and losing this game. Most likely. Like, I think we probably will end up losing. But if we were able to play these lands and just be drawing an extra card every turn, I think we probably win pretty easily. I mean, we would use castle the last 5 turns. Many castles would have been activated. Alright, so we draw a Stomp. Exile the graveyard. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to... I mean, because I think I'm partly noticing because our opponent's getting absurd value out of their lands. And I think that's really the reason that I think our opponent's favored to win. Like, our opponent's drawing cards and scrying with their lands. We're just drawing lands that don't do anything. And might not ever do anything. Like, so every turn that this happens, our opponent's just pulling further and further ahead. They're just sculpting their draws, finding exactly what... They're going to find another end of the story and draw another 10 cards. And, like, that's the value you're getting to scry 2 every turn. Yeah, creature lands could be good too. So, except they're mostly colorless. If we had colored creature lands, then for sure. Well, opponent's gonna pass. Can we draw some action? Well, that's a Caraxa, so I'll duress our opponent. Take a damage. Opponent counters. Yeah, I mean, they've done a lot of scrying. Caraxa. Opponent. Thinking. Do I dunk cookies in milk? Cookies and milk on the side, like cereal. You can't put them together. They get soggy. The sogginess issue. Maybe this ends with our opponent tapping out. All right, opponent Essence scatters. Well, Croxa. Exile some cards. Opponent. Doing their best to time out here. Alright, resolves. Opponent has to discard. I mean, opponent's only at 10. That's not a super high life total if he ever does some cards. Opponent, timeout used. I don't even know what they're thinking about so hard. Alright, has a Heartless Act. Well, he still have to discard, so our opponent's going to be down to 1 card in hand? Alright, well, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. What do they find? Land. Draws down to 8. Feeling a little desperate. Opponent passes. Okay, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope in Croxaville. The timeout hope is still definitely on. Opponent. Oh, we draw another land. Oh, we really gotta stop drawing lands. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exile cards. Croxa. Resolves. Opponent has to discard. Okay. Down to 5. Opponent scries. One to the top. Well, we will play Bone Crusher. Play Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. What do they draw? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Do we have the Bolt lands? We have a bunch of MDFCs. We don't have any Agadeem's Awakening. We have the red one. Shatter Skull Smashing. Oh! Well, Mage's Domination. That's a good draw for our opponent. I don't think we have any lands left. Opponent goes to 3. Yeah, well, we gotta draw something. Visagod! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Doom Foretold. That counts. Wow, this ended up being the longest, grindiest battle. These are Euro promo lands that they just put on Arena. You can get them. You can get them in the store. Well, we passed the turn. Castle Lock wanes to 2. This puts our opponent in a... Okay, runs out a Thief Guild Enforcer. But... How do they beat this? How do they beat this Croxa? How do they beat the Croxa? Opponent hits us. Yup. Down to 6. And we got there in the end? Oh my goodness, this was the grindiest match. Opponent passes. We will happily sacrifice Treacherous Blessing. We Croxa. Opponent. Dies. Wow, what a ridiculous game. That was the grind. Oh, so what did we learn tonight? What do we learn? So number 1, We went 3-0 with this deck, so this deck actually felt pretty good. So we learned that Gruul was really bad. The Gruul deck, wow, that was a really interesting game. That was a really fun, interesting way to wrap it up. So we learned that the Gruul deck we played first, the synergy of Luca into Nyx Boom Ancient, so you have all your mana untapped. It's a cool idea, but that actual shell, needs a ridiculous amount of work. Mardu Doom, maybe not the spiciest deck we've ever played, but it does seem pretty competitive, and it's definitely good against rogues, and it can grind, and it's a pretty interesting deck. So, on that note, our opponent's last plays were kind of questionable. With the Wizards pushing through Mana Screw, how likely would you say it would be to get bolt lands of 3 types that come into play for untap for 3 damage? I don't know. I think we're probably still a ways away from fetchable untapped tri lands, but maybe. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So, reminders on the way out the door. First, big one to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. You all are amazing. But replay YouTube, that's where you catch all the old stream. The top 8 of the band bracket's up. Next band bracket on Tuesday to close it out, so keep an eye out for that. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up on there, so check that out as well. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and maybe need some Magic cards from Zendikar Rising or Commander Legends pretty soon. You can get them at cardkingdom.com, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for hanging out. Whether you're playing Magic or not, I don't care. Love it. Enjoy it. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. So until then, have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you soon.